Hey, Shalom. Pardon me, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Kakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well through the scriptures. Peace to the whole elect. I'm gonna do a lesson on this article. All right, it's called Suspect in Jersey City linked to Black Hebrew Israelite group. Now, this article came out a few days ago, and I did a lesson dealing with a situation I had at the job with a a Jewish person relating to this article, but I've not to do a lesson on this article. All right, so I'll start off. Okay, it says the Black Hebrew Israelites have been labeled a hate group. All right, so basically the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, and those descended from those people on their father's line makes up the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, and what's happening is Esau is grouping them into a box. All right, and basically trying to create a buzzword or a buzz term, so that way when you hear it, you'll think of everything they want you to think of. All right, so just the name itself will have negative connotations. You see, already starts off with black. We don't call ourselves the Black Hebrew Israelites because it's not about a color thing. You got people that look white, you got people that look so-called Latin, so-called Asian, but if they descended on their father's side from the children of Israel, that makes them Israelite. All right, but that goes into this scripture, um, the accuser of our brethren. All right, the accuser of our brethren. This Revelation 12:10. It says, "And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night. For the accuser of our brethren." So the accuser, all right, categoreo. Categoreo sounds like category. He puts us into this category, all right, to accuse before a judge to make an accusation of an extrajudicial accusation. A plaintiff that is to charge with some offense, accuse, object. So they, by giving us the title alone, that's offensive to us, and it's offensive to other people. You hear the term Black Hebrew Israelite, then you think of all the negative connotations behind it that they create for you. All right, just like if I was to say Jesus Christ. All right, the image. The image will pop in your head, and along with the image, the reputation. Jesus Christ. What was he? Soft-spoken, benevolent, so-called white-skinned, blue eyes, blonde hair, love everybody you can sin, but that's not the Son of the Most High's name. The Son of the Most High's name is Yahushua. Now, what comes with that? An austere man, dark skin, or woolly hair. All right, came to save His people. All right, and that's in accordance to what the Bible say. Let me go back to this article. It says, have been labeled a hate group, though the suspect wrote anti-Semitic and anti-police posts, and officials said. Now, what is it? What is anti-Semitic? What does it mean to be Semitic? And then what? See, the Jewish people are not the only people that are Semitic. All right, and the correct term would be Shemitic, because Semitic, the only thing that means is a descendant of Shem. Out of Noah's three sons, you had Shem, Ham, and Japheth. So, who are this? All the seed of Shem is Shemitic, and many people came out of Shem. All right, out of Abraham alone, you have the Israelites, the um the um the Ishmaelites, which are the Arabs today, the so-called Arabs today, the Ishmaelites, and everybody knows and accept that. So, with that alone, those two people are Shemitic. All right, and Abraham also had this his other seed, the Midianites, and so on and so forth. They're Shemitic. All right, who Lot, the children of Lot, because Lot is a descendant of Shem. He had Moab and Ammon, and Moab and Ammon make up the Chinese and the Japanese today. They're Shemitic. All right, so to be anti-Semitic is to be against multiple people, not just Jewish people. Okay, and the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans are Shemitic. When you look up the definition of Ham in the Zondervan Bible dictionaries, it says Ham, one of the progenitors, one of the third sons of one of the three sons of Noah, lived possibly around 96 BC. No, it's not 96 BC, but probably around 96 years old, etc. Then it says he became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negro. So we're not of Ham. Okay. Okay. Let me see. An assailant involved in the prolonged firefight in Jersey City, New Jersey, that left 6 people dead, including 1 police officer, was linked on Wednesday to the Black Hebrew Israelite movement and had published anti-Semitic posts online, a law enforcement official said. The violent rampage. Now, when people say anti-Semitic remarks, they don't go after those people's like when Mel Gibson said something anti-Semitic, so-called, when he said something years ago, around like 2006, 2007. They didn't try and go and attack whatever his belief system was and see and go and, I don't know if he was Presbyterian or something like that. They didn't, oh, we got to investigate the Presbyterian church. They ain't do nothing like that. All right. The violent rampage on Tuesday took place largely at a kosher supermarket where 3 bystanders were killed. The authorities now believe that the store was specifically targeted by the assailants, whom they identified as David N. Anderson, 47, and Francine Graham, 50. Mr. Anderson appeared to have a connection. Appeared. See, look at that. Mr. Anderson appeared to have a connection to the Black Hebrew Israelite movement, though the extent of his involvement in that group remains unclear, the law enforcement official said. The Black Hebrew Israelites, which has no connection with mainstream Judaism, has been described as a hate group by the Southern Poverty Law Center, a legal advocacy group that tracks such movements. So, what classifies you to be a Black Hebrew Israelite? A so-called black person believing that they're the children of God according to biblical prophecy and all of that? Because if that's what classifies you to be a Black Hebrew Israelite, that goes back to that categorio. Just put you in a category. All right. Because first of all, we not even black. We various shades of brown. Black color does not determine. No nationality is determined by color. Your nationality is determined by the seed of your father, and our fathers are the Israelites. All right. Said the authorities also suspect that the 2 assailants may have been involved in the separate killing in neighboring Bayonne, New Jersey, according to New Jersey Attorney General. All right. Let me see. Then they got a now this is was yeah, see they bank on that anti-Semitism. You're an anti-Semite. That's like they little trump card. All right, but here's what's interesting. Like the interview done. Here's what's interesting. We'll just leave this here. All right. Got some real quick. Now this is the video of them speaking about the incident. All right, the news and the police. Okay.
We're not at liberty to disclose the names of any of the victims or the actors at this point. That's New Jersey law on how the investigation.
What did he say? The victims of the what?
We're not at liberty to disclose the names of any of the victims or the actors at this point.
Oh, the actors.
That's New Jersey law on how the investigation will.
So this was a hoax. All right, this was a hoax, and then were crisis actors. All right, and the Lord made their tongue fall on themselves. Okay, thus as the scripture says. This is the Psalm 64. I'm gonna start up. This is Psalm 64. and 1. It says, to the chief musician, a psalm of David, hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Right. The secret counsel of the wicked, they get together, have these secret meetings and secret ideas that they bring forth, and they put them out there to produce their agenda. All right. Who wet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. See, wet their tongue like a sword. All right, that they may. What Donald Trump say? Oh, I got a force for these filthy animals, these anti-Semitic animals, these brutal. See, they wetting their tongue like a sword. All right. Verse 4, what? That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. So they can secretly destroy us, man. Then they try to they come up with these basically they create a situation to try to justify what they'll do. See, they want to come down and kill us. Like let me see, this is Revelation 12. Let me segue over here real quick. Revelation 12 and 12 says, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath. Right, so he's coming down with great wrath, but he's trying to justify his great wrath. All right, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. How do we know that he got a short time? Because the elect is being sealed. All right, how are they being sealed? By this truth, by this knowledge, by prescribing and cleaving to the scriptures. All right, to the the house of Jacob. All right, following the law. All right, to the best of their ability, understanding their nationality, understanding the ways of the world, and why the world like this, and what to do to possibly be saved. All right, and that's how he know he got it, and that's why he's coming. That's why he's doing what he's doing now. Okay, he says, verse 5, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privileges. They commune what? Support, to count, recount, relate, rehearse. See, they rehearse. They get together, say, this is what we're going to do, and we're going to do that. All right. They commune of laying snares privily, secretly, right? They say, who shall see them? Verse 6, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. Let me see what they got for deep. I mock, deep, mysterious, unsearchable. Okay. Verse 7, but the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. Verse 8, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Let me see, fall, stumble, stagger. Yeah, he stumbled. He didn't mean to say that. His own tongue fell upon him. He revealed. They was actors. All right, they was crisis actors, man. All right, point blank. Period. It was out of their own mouths. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying lesson to the hopeful elect. All praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakodash, and Shalak Rayam, which is sin evils. All right, to all those that hate the Lord. Shalom.